That might be your spilt blood. By the way, if that's not public, Rob Thomas is gonna spill my blood.
Today's episode is presented by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network. Raul, we're here at Comic-Con, and this is where you spill all the tea, right? But in this case, we're going to spill some blood. You're going to help me out.
Okay.
Tell me one thing about Season 4 that you haven't told anyone else yet.
I think that Liv going into season 4 she's a rebel. You know, there's this part of her that it's public now, it's known, Discovery Day has happened, and I think she doesn't agree with how people are going forth thinking zombies and humans should coexist.
I'm not allowed to talk about anything.
Can you tell me about your undead status? Your character's...
Rob Thomas will pop out from somewhere.
He's not here.
We get to see a little bit of a tough side of her again, and we see this kind of, I don't know, I think she's pretty rock and roll. I'm going to be listening to a lot of Bowie, I'll tell you that.
Peyton now has a job change, so she's now no longer a district attorney. She's working as the right-hand man for the mayor. She's also now a prosecutor in the city, which, you know, is jumping quite a few steps ahead for her.
Seattle has changed. Seattle is the character, so that's the big new thing. It's just like, it's now called New Seattle. It's walled off. So there's a segregation going on. Humans don't trust zombies, zombies don't trust humans. There's like illegal immigration going back and forth. There's not enough brains to keep the zombies fed, so there's smuggling. That's the new character is Seattle.
It's going to be a darker smack on iZombie, which is we've always had darkness going, but this is the city's been walled off. It's called New Seattle, and
Are you into it?
I'm into it. I mean, we pick up 3 months later, and Blaine has like got the market cornered on brains. He's turned shady plots. His former funeral, where he harvested the brains and sold them. He's turned that into a Michelin star restaurant, cemetery to table restaurant.
Tell me something about Major coming up in Season 4 that you haven't told anyone else. Can you do that?
I think he's an asshole.
So you're not happy with where this is going?
Well, that's not the truth. I don't think he's an asshole at all. Something I've never said about Major.
What's happening with him?
Listen, he's had a rough couple of weeks. His favorite soulmate got exploded. Well, second favorite soulmate got exploded.
So he's grieving.
Yeah, he's boo-hooing it up. He's watching a lot of, like, My Best Friend's Wedding. You know, he's a lot of Sade, a lot of Coldplay.
Oh.
And then he's like, oh, my life can't get any worse, so I'm going to literally forfeit my humanity.
I think the audience is going to be very surprised when they found out that every detective on the police force now works with the zombie. So the whole entire dynamic that Clive, I just shipped them into Clevver.
Is that some tea right there? I think
you
that's
guys
some tea.
made that up.
No, I think you just spilled some tea right there.
The fans made that up.
I know that there's going to be a love interest for Peyton.
Okay.
That Ravi and her are not necessarily dead, so that's good.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So that might come back around for the Pavi fans.
That's spilling some blood right there.
Yeah, I think that's some good. That's some blood.
But Clive and Liv that they've established for over the last 3 seasons. So everything that they've done up to now has an asterisk in terms of solving crimes with Clive, because they go, you was working with a zombie the entire time who was having visions.
And what's going on with Liv and Major?
Liv and Major, well, the problem is they sit slightly differently politically. I think they want different things. Like, he really respects the way Fillmore Graves are handling things, and I don't know whether Liv knows quite how she feels about that yet. So going forward, they're struggling. She does love him very much. Have you seen him without his shirt on? I mean, Liv needs to end up with
I
Major.
have,
But yeah, I do think that it's not an easy road to get there.
I think when we start Season 4, though, they're casually hooking up, y'all.
Is that a tease?
That might be your spilt blood. By the way, if that's not public, Rob Thomas is going to spill my blood.
Click to the left to check out behind-the-scenes secrets from the set of iZombie. This episode was presented by T-Mobile. With unlimited data, you can fuel your fandom like never before on America's best unlimited network.